Hi, Angel. See, here's the thing. You are somebody who is extremely self-aware. Like, it's giving me the sense of like, you're like next level self-aware. Okay? There might be lots of reasons as to why you're so self-aware, but I feel like you are just somebody who, it's a gift that you have. And I feel like you are going to experience some unexpected encounters that give you an opportunity to put into play. Put into play the inner work that you have been doing when it comes to your connections. This message, I feel like I'm going to give you the tea. So make a tea, make a cold drink, because there's a lot. I feel like, here's the thing. You have been on fire, I feel like, with your boundary setting. I feel like you have reached the point, if this message is for you, where you are very quick to set a boundary now, or you notice things very quickly. There's something about you being able to pick up energies and dynamics very, very quickly. Like, you just have been on this journey, this inner journey, for quite a while, I'm getting. And it's almost like you're now at the point where you are, I want to say, you're like a queen or a king of setting these boundaries. Like, I'm just seeing the tarot cards, and I feel like there's something about these encounters where you're going to be able to recognize pretty much immediately, like, if you have given any power away, is what I'm getting. I feel like you are, I just want to take a breath. It's almost like you are also recognizing when you are taking on other people's emotions, and you might be finding this in your immediate relationships, where you, because you're so self-aware, you kind of put yourself in a position to be like a coach, or like you might be somebody who like plays therapist in your friend group, but it's not your responsibility like to always play that role. It's not your responsibility at all to play that role, okay? I feel like there's this energy of like you realizing that you don't have to play that role. And it's also, it's kind of a situation where it's like, it's one thing if somebody comes to you for advice and they ask for that advice. I feel like you're somebody who's like very open, like you want to share, you want to help, like you're like very empathic, you just have this beautiful heart where you want the best for other people, and you want the best for the people that you love in particular, right? And I feel like there's this energy of like you may be taking on, or previously have taken on, a little bit too much of a responsibility for other people's inner world. I was going to say inner work, but inner world. And your responsibility is your inner world. Your responsibility is not somebody else's inner world, is what I'm getting here. And I feel like you are like realizing this, and it's almost like now you're at that point where you're almost like putting all of this into practice. It's almost like you've had this like extra realization. It's almost like you knew that other people's emotions weren't your responsibility, but it's one thing to like know it, and it's another thing to actually physically not carry somebody else's emotions, right? So there's almost like this essence of like you moving into these dynamics with your friendships or with your family where you just be. You're more able to just be. And if somebody wants your assistance or wants your advice, they can ask for it. And I feel like you're becoming more comfortable with that. There's almost like a people pleasery energy to this as well. It's almost like, do you know what I'm getting? Is like sometimes the inner work can feel quite lonely, like this spiritual journey can feel quite lonely. And I'm getting this essence of like you maybe maybe you felt previously like you needed to help other people. Yeah, but it's not your job. Like, it's not your job at all. It's your job to be that person's friend, right? To be that person's sibling, to be that person's daughter. It's not your role to assist with the unprocessed emotions of another person. It's your job to deal and manage your own unprocessed emotions. And I feel like you are somebody who has learned how to do that, or you're learning how to do that. And so you're kind of like a type of person that naturally just wants to help people when you can see that they're in distress, right? But it's not your responsibility to fix other people. You are not a fixer, and it's not a role that you have to play in your relationships. Like, you are allowed to surround yourself with people who also understand this boundary. You might have previously had relationships where they didn't understand that, you know, ooh, I'm getting this energy of like, you know, when you set a boundary and then like somebody's uncomfortable with it and they try and like make it, I'm getting this energy of like somebody almost like making it seem like you are like a bad person for having boundaries, right? But now it's like they're not the relationships that you are creating now. I'm getting this energy of now it's almost like when you set a boundary, that boundary is either respected or the relationship drops away. And I'm getting this energy of like when things drop away, it's protection. And I feel like it's almost like your protection is your main priority is what I'm getting right now. I feel like when you are moving in your like day-to-day experiences in your relationships, the protection of your autonomy is your main priority, because it's almost like when you're, say for example, you're having a conversation with somebody, I feel like you're noticing how that feels in your body. Yes, you're somebody who is becoming more and more connected to your body because you have the practices in place for your own nervous system regulation. And when you are more in your body, you realize, you pick up on, and you're just in tune with the way that your body feels when you are having conversations with other people. And I feel like this is what you're experiencing right now. And I feel like I need a break. Hang on. I need to just drink. Let's just let that land for a second. Wasps could be significant for someone. I almost just saw like a wasp just like come and then you like waft it away or something. And wasps are also really about protection and about expressing like anger. I feel like, yeah, like if you feel angry about something, I feel like you are somebody who knows how to process your emotions, and it's not your responsibility to be that processing space for other people, not because you don't care or you don't love them, but because it's not your job. Like, your job is to be the friend, the best friend. Your job is to be the sister, the brother, the daughter, the son, the husband, the wife, not therapist. You're like, do you know what I mean? It's almost like even if you have those healing abilities and you are a healer and that is your profession, for example, it's still not your responsibility to heal your closest people. Yeah, there's something about like real boundary setting when it comes to your closest people. And oh yes, I was saying about the autonomy, like you keeping this, I'm hearing integrity right now. So it's almost like that's what your job is. Yeah, your job is to move with integrity and, oh, I'm getting full body chills, move with integrity and move with grace, and to be honest in the clearest way that you can be honest in. And I'm getting, it's almost like when you process any anger or any emotions, that you know how to do that. And so that's how it comes out with more grace. And you know this, but it's not your responsibility to teach this to other people. Do you see what I'm saying? Around you immediately. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like what's happening in your conversations is you're becoming so aware of your body and so aware of your autonomy that it's almost like if you notice like an old pattern popping up, because no one is perfect, right? We're gonna have these things that come up all the time for us to work through. And there's almost this energy of you immediately noticing that you've given your power away and immediately calling it back. And it's one of those, if you don't do this already, you can do this. You will, I'm getting solar plexus right now. So you'll feel it right in your core, literally like right here. You'll feel if you have given your power away to somebody else, okay? Or a situation or a place. And it's then your responsibility to call your power back immediately. That's how you keep all of your power and all of your energy within, and it's not scattered out in all of these different places. You have been calling all of your energy in and learning, oh, this feels good to me when I do this, and this doesn't feel good for me when I do this. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like you've been learning through, yes, and you're going to continue to learn through these unexpected exchanges. There's going to be some, it's giving me the energy of like, they catch you off guard, because when things catch you off guard, you're not prepared. And then that's the, I'm getting the sense of like, that's the easiest way for like the autopilot to turn on. But that's when your inner work comes in. It's like the unconscious reactions that you are working through and working on. And it's almost like this essence of you being more inside of your body is like going to continuously help you moving forwards, like on your journey with that particular piece of inner work is what I'm getting. Yes. This is stunning. Is there anything else? I'm getting, it's like, this is like the journey of you, when you keep your power in like this, it's almost like you're realizing that you are able to sit in your most magnetic energy more easily, is what I'm getting. And when you're in your magnetic energy, I'm getting rest and receive. So I kind of automatically want to soften inside of my body right now. Ooh, you could find that as you're doing this work, I'm being called to share like what I do if I feel like if I've met an energy where I feel like I need to keep my energy inside of me. I'm like, how do I best say that? Yes. What I do is I tighten my center, like, and I stay really centered throughout the conversation. And if I feel like I am becoming uncentered in a conversation, I will take myself off. Like, I'll take myself off to the bathroom, I'll take myself off to get a drink, and I will like quietly recenter myself in the space. Yeah. Because it's like this energy of like when you come across those draining energies, this is the practice that like helps me. I'm hearing hematite. I don't know if that's actually how you say that crystal. That crystal is a crystal that can help to absorb other people's emotions. So you could be somebody who already works with this crystal. yeah, it's almost like there's just a really big like highlight on your relationships, and the way that you're moving in your relationships is changing. And as you go through this this is like a complete transformation for you. Like, this is a complete transformation from the relationships that you had previously, moving into the relationships that you are going to encounter moving forwards. They're going to be a different kind of energy. You're going to notice immediately if you meet somebody who is in the older energy, because it's going to just be so obvious to you now because of the version that you are of you now. I'm getting this energy of like, don't be afraid to set those boundaries. And I'm getting this energy of like, don't be afraid to, I wasn't going to say no, but don't be afraid to say no. No is a no. Like, you don't have to say it like that. But you can say, no, this doesn't work for me. And that's it. You don't need to explain why something might not work for you unless you feel called to. Yeah, and I'm getting this energy of like not feeling bad for not explaining. You don't need to explain. And actually, when you explain or over explain, you give a piece of your power, your autonomy away. Do you know what I mean? And then you have to call it back. I call back my energy, you know? It's like, yeah, it's like you give a piece of your center away. Like, imagine like your center is like a pie, and your pie is like cut into like all different slices for other people. Those slices are not for other people. All those slices are for you. We're not sharing food over here. Do you know what I mean? This pie's mine. This is a beautiful pie that I have mastered this recipe. You've mastered this recipe. You've mastered it. You have put all your favorite toppings in the middle of it. You've even mastered the pastry. You've mastered the sizing. You're not about to go give your pieces away. No. You could teach somebody how to make their own pie, if you feel called to, but again, it's not your responsibility to be teaching everyone the pie. It's your pie. It's your pie. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's almost like when you over-explain or when you like overgive, you give a piece of your pie away. But that pie, okay, like sometimes it's okay to share pie in real life, like if it's an actual pie, but not this pie, okay? This is a non-sharing pie, get your own pie. Do you know what I mean? This is literally like, I'm not sharing this pie. And it's not your responsibility to teach somebody how to make that pie either. So yeah, it's almost like when you give a piece of that pie away, you then have to call that piece of pie back. You're like, hey, I want my pie back. I'm calling my pie back. Oh my God, this analogy is hilarious. Yeah, and I'm just being pulled now into the relationships that you are moving into. I'm getting this energy of like you creating and coming into contact with these people where you can actually breathe around them. Yeah, it's almost like you will notice it. It will be so obvious to you. And then you can take the precautions and the protection that you need if you do encounter people who have draining energies. Give me back my pie. The pie ain't yours to take, okay? The pie is mine, and I'm not selling it. You can't buy this pie. It's one of a kind, and I've crafted it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yes. Okay, I think that's it. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Let's see. I'm immediately hearing, I'm so proud of you. Aww. Oh, I feel like this is coming from an old version of you. Like an old version of you is looking at this version of you and they're like so I'm getting full body chills. They're in awe. They're literally looking at you and they're like, what? Like, I'm whom? I'm whom now? Yeah, literally. They're just so in awe of you. It's kind of emotional. I can just feel the energy. It's because it's just really beautiful work. I'm intrigued as to whether these encounters have already began for you. I feel like there's going to be more than one, and there's going to be more than one that catches you off guard and that requires you to be aware, is what I'm getting. But not in like a bracey way. It's just like in a, oh, I've given my power away. Okay, I call my power back. Yes. Oh, yeah, it's like you're moving away from those relationships where you literally have to brace for your safety, is what I'm getting here. And you're moving into having these and cultivating, calling in these relationships that actually genuinely make you feel safe because you feel safe with you. You feel safer with you now. Yes. Okay. Let me know if this message resonated with you, and I will see you in another message. Wait, I need to tell you a story first. I was going to leave without telling you this, right? You know, I've moved house. You know, I've moved from London, right? And it's the synchronicities in this place. I knew it. Immediately when I moved in, there was a lot going on. There's a lot going on here that I didn't realize that I could clear the space in the way I cleared the space, basically. It was quite a lot going on. And the people who own this place, it's quite a big building, and there's two kind of owners to it, and they are separate, and they both moved from London. I moved from London. The guy that's moving next door to me, he was born, he literally moved in yesterday. He was born in the place, in the area that I have just moved from in London. I go downstairs, I have a cup of tea, I meet this woman. This woman has her friend round, and she's super spiritual. And I was just there, and we ended up having conversations that I haven't had a conversation like that in person. And I was like, there's something going on in this place. I don't know what is about to happen in this place, but something's going on, and something fishy's going on, and I don't know. So that means you're not telling me. Do you know what I mean? But it's crazy how synchronistic things can be. Sometimes it blows my mind. Anyways, let me know if this message resonated with you, and I'll see you in another message.